Welcome back to another reading, folks. I am using the Lightseers Tarot, and I have laid your cards out in a Celtic cross. Your first card is the Tower in reverse. A foundation is crumbled. A building has been demolished. In a sense, you're not able to go back to how things were. You're never going to be able to see things the same way ever again. Something when it comes to a new romantic relationship has been utterly broken. Trust, I feel, has been broken. I feel like in the past you guys ended things, but right now, because this card mentions rebirth, I wonder if you haven't restarted a relationship with the same person that you initially may have broken up with. And now you've discovered something about your romantic partner that is utterly disturbed any kind of foundation that you may have had with them. I don't feel like you've been together with this person very long. I feel like this is a relatively new relationship, maybe even in its crush stage, like very, very early parts of the relationship. This person may have a baby with somebody else. It's pointing towards the past, which talks to me about this relationship possibly breaking up, getting back together, breaking up, and then getting back together, okay? No judgment here. Sometimes, things are just like that. But maybe sometimes that's possibly a hint that this particular relationship isn't for us. I'm sorry that you're discovering things right now when the relationship is so new. It's like the honeymoon phase has been destroyed when ostensibly it's still supposed to be lasting. The honeymoon phase, that is. In the conscious position, you have the Nine of Pentacles. You've surrendered quite a bit of your autonomy to this particular person. I don't feel like you're in a position to do very well financially on your own. And you may be relying on other people, such as family members, friends, and romantic partners to get along in life. Like, both of you may pay the bills together. There is some assistance that the people that you date bring to you when it comes to finances and material comfort. And right now, that's kind of up in the air, especially with how volatile this particular romantic relationship may be for you. In your subconscious position, you've got the Queen of Pentacles. You don't think of yourself necessarily as someone who can be completely in charge of your finances. You feel like you're always going to need some degree of assistance in order to exist, basically. Now, ideally, the universe would like you to be in this energy of being completely in charge of your own finances, completely in charge of your own material, physical comfort, and be able to stand up on your own 2 feet. And not just that, be able to help other people become financially independent themselves. This is about not getting trapped into financial cycles that might suck you under, such as loaning money to people who will never be able to pay you back and who consistently come to you over and over, who are energy vampires, except that they're material resource vampires, okay? With this in reverse, I don't feel like you have that foundation underneath you just yet. This is earth and water energy. You may not have much grounding energy in your life at this particular point, and you may not be listening to your intuition when it comes to people who drain you of material comfort or of financial resources. This is someone who's quite emotionally young. Okay? You might have an adult child on your hands in the sense that they are physically mature. They may be in their 20s, for instance, or in their 30s or older or something like that. But emotionally speaking, they're a kid in the sense that they expect other people to take care of them. This is pointing towards the past. You've been in relationships possibly with people like this particular person, or you've been breaking up and getting back together with this person kind of over and over. And they may be sucking you dry when it comes to your financial resources. In the future, I feel like you're going to potentially go back to this particular person. Now, for some of you, that might make you happy, but I would caution you about this is the Ten of Swords. This is a betrayal taking place. This is going back to somebody after a betrayal has taken place. And I sense that there's the real risk that you might end up marrying this person. I'd be really, really cautious. I understand that a lot of people would love to be married, and that love, that desire to be together with someone, ostensibly permanently, is a very strong desire, and sometimes that desire overrides any sensation that this isn't a great relationship for you. I feel like you have you're potentially going to try to turn this adult child into a marriage partner. Now, keep in mind that your relationship will be celebrated because people are just going to see a happy couple. You're going to be doing quite a bit of work on that happy couple image if you get together with this particular individual. This is a hard crossroads moment for you. The Tower in reverse is asking you to look at what has fallen apart, and is asking you also whether you're going to choose to rebuild this negative relationship, this toxic relationship, up to the point that you marry this individual. Like, it would be, I have to be honest with you, I would ideally love to see you connected with someone who is good for you, but I feel like you're going to be the kind of person to ignore too many flaws, not see a betrayal for what it is, and that you're going to connect together with this person. Please think twice about connecting legally to this particular individual. Right now, in your environment card, you really seem to be giving off the image of someone who is very emotional, who is intuitive. And when I say very emotional, that doesn't necessarily mean that you allow your emotions to override, but you're also in touch with what you're feeling. You're able to talk about it. You're deeply compassionate about it, possibly to the point that people are able to take advantage of you. With this Queen of Pentacles in reverse and this Queen of Cups in the upright position, there may be a lot more watery energy to you than there is grounding energy. Like, sometimes it might be easier to go with the flow as opposed to being firm, standing your ground and saying no to a particular situation. There's also something with this Queen of Cups energy that really resonates with this particular person. It may be that it's really easy to overlook his flaws, her flaws, gender doesn't matter here. It may be really easy to overlook the person that you're dating. May be easy to overlook their flaws because you vibe so well together. You do flow well together. It's easy to go back to the patterns that the habits, that the behavior patterns that this person exhibits, because you low-key identify with them. It's potentially hard for you to have boundaries with people like him, her, them, because you guys might have some water energy in your birth chart, or there may be just some free-flowingness, some Piscean energy that may make this relationship work well together on the surface. Keep in mind that this isn't a relationship, this is a toxic relationship that you shouldn't be in. Ideally, this should be the King of Cups, and he should be pointing towards your future. And this shouldn't be here. Okay? Neither should this. Last and not least, you have Strength in your hopes and your fears card. You're afraid of being strong on your own terms, saying no to certain things, creating boundaries. You're afraid to do the things that the Queen of Pentacles, if she's in her upright energy, She's not afraid to say certain things to defend her territory. Just because she enjoys the material stability doesn't mean that she's not willing to protect it, and at all costs in many cases. I see you as someone who's afraid of becoming strong because you like other people to create boundaries for you. You like people to help contain you, to tell you what to do. You like being in the energy of other people being able to boss you from a certain point of view. You like people being in charge, and you don't necessarily like being in charge yourself. And that's what I associate with that Strength card, okay? What are you to do? Avoid getting back together with this person. This Tower moment happened for a reason. Do not rebuild the building. Please move on completely from this particular relationship, and please learn how to not be attracted to people who don't have your highest good at heart, who don't meet you on the level of being the King of Cups to your Queen of Cups. Ideally, I'd love to see two King of Cups together. Two people who are completely in control of their compassion, of their emotion, but who listen closely to their intuition when it says to do something or when to avoid something. Best of luck. Thank you for watching. Take care.